Hi over there. I hope you're doing well and welcome to Flagship. I'm Sweetie and today I'll be discussing about resume. So let's get started. So before starting, let me tell you that resume is the main category where many people feel that they are doing all good but still getting rejected. And I'll be talking you the main points or you can just analyze what are you doing wrong accordingly. So maybe this video can help you to analyze your particular kind of mistakes that you're doing. So let me say that firstly, do not keep your resume like a booklet. Okay, it's a kind of one page resume. Keep your resume and all your kind of content within one page, not more than one page. And again, I'm saying within one page. That is recommended. And next one is do not go for fancy kind of templates, mainly for freshers and beginners. I can understand you. So do not go for it. It's, of course, cute, but it does not work. So don't do it. And next one is do not add your kind of photography. And yeah, I'll tell you a small story that in my college days, I was recommended to add a photography in my resume and even to make my resume has a booklet, like 2 to 3 pages. So that's different. On campus and off campus kind of resumes are totally different. So on campus is a thing that's happening within your institution. No matter what, they'll accept your resume. But off campus, it's different. So do not confuse. So this is the main part. And next is that the main thing. So let me tell you that. So there is any kind of job description which is about the front end and you are very good at AI ML like me. And I'm not hyping. I just love AI and ML. That's different. Okay. So if you're good at AI ML and all your resume and projects are only about artificial intelligence and machine learning, and you apply for that particular role which is open for front end, do you think it really works? Just think like the application is for front end and your aspect is AI and ML, so it does not even matches. This is the main reason why many freshers, many beginners, like they keep on applying the same resume for all kind of category. Even though if you apply AI ML resume for AI ML job description, even also you get the kind of rejections. You know why? Because every job description will be having some kind of requirements. So if that requirements are not found on your particular resume, you'll face a rejection. That's very common and people do not understand that. So make sure that you have to sit, you have to edit in the sense like no matter what, you have to sit and edit. There is no option if you want to get into the field of off campus. Okay. So you have to sit, you have to edit, you have to go very closer to the JD. You have to pick out all the keywords that are required and you have to check your resume in order with it's even relevant to the particular job application or not. It's very important and this is the main thing. I repeat, do not keep on using the same resume for all job kind of opportunities. You're doing nothing but you're just wasting your opportunity. That's it. That's the main thing that I can say. So now let me discuss about why you should not apply the same resume, because it's off campus, and off campus in the sense there will be several kind of candidates like you and of course like me applying. And the thing is, no human recruiters will be watching or will be going through your resumes like, okay, this is the resume, I have to go through all this. They do not do that. Instead, there is a system called ATS system. So this scans, this summarizes based on the keywords or based on the kind of aspects the company gives to that particular ATS system. And then after, if your content of your resume is good enough, then they'll consider you to move forward. If not, you'll face a rejection. That's what internally it happens. So this is the main thing people miss out and do a very hard work. I can understand you'll be having a very good skills, but if your resume is not shortlisted, you really can't do anything. So it takes a lot of time, firstly, to sit down and edit for every job application. But once you are in the right track, it's nothing. Then after you'll be spending only 10 minutes to edit. So that's main important thing. So that's the reason I have said that in my first reel, that I have said it, that strategy and skills are both are required for off-campus placements. So this is the thing. And now let me just drive you through the resume parts in the sense of different kind of sections. So the first one, obviously, it's a kind of information that's like your name, your email, your LinkedIn, all your professional things. And next comes the part of summary. Summary in the sense, do not add up like 4 to 5 points, 5 to 6 points. Do not do that. Just keep it like with 300 to 400 characters is more than enough. Next, the point is skills. So do not add all the skills which are required for the particular JD. Do not do that. And just add the skills that you have, or if you feel that you can adapt to that particular domain, then you can just add it. I recommend that. And the next part is experience. So if you have any experience in the aspect of like internships, you can just make it very standard and you can place it. And next, the main part of resume is projects. Yes. So this is the main impression, the projects what you have done, because all the things are theoretical apart from projects. So projects is the thing where people see that you are done the practical stuff. So even though you have done many projects, make sure that your projects are aligned to the requirement of JD. So I recommend the people who are enrolled presently or pursuing BTech second year, third year, or even a final year, make a set of projects that matches all kind of domains. So I really suggest it. And I have done the same. When I was in my third year and second year, I have done a plenty of projects so that today I'm good enough to go with any kind of job description. So that really helps you a lot. And next comes the additional proficiencies. This is a key point where I had made for myself. This is the main strategy that I have used for myself. So let me take our Amazon kind of job description. So this additional proficiency plays a huge role. Like for Amazon, data structures are much important. They are the heart of the Amazon part. That is the role for SDE1, software developer. So the data structures, even though how well you are practiced, you have to showcase in your resume. If you do not have any hacker, there are many platforms like HackerRank or like LeetCode. If you do not have practice there, you just practice some random by using Geeks for Geeks or whatever the platform is, and you need to showcase in your resume. That's very important, right? You have skills, but presenting that particular skills in a right manner is what the total strategy is about. So what I have done is that I created a separate section called additional proficiencies, and I used to add that particular alignments what the job description needs. For example, I have said Amazon. So for the Amazon, data structures is a heart. So I have just made a point about DSA, how good I'm in DSA. So So I used to make 3 points I used to add 3 points for the additional proficiencies. So this will be the eye-catching section of all your resume, and this is the strategy that I have used, and it worked because it really works. You can just even try. So additional proficiencies is the thing, eye-catching kind of strategy which makes you stand out of the box. So I really suggest you to even work with that. Only if you have that particular skills. Again, I'm mentioning you. Do not add the skills that you don't have. I recommend you very like I'm stressing it out because you'll face issues at your interview level then after. So the last is the leadership and achievements. So it's required to have some kind of leadership. If you have done any kind of leadership across your BTech life category, you can just mention it. And achievements is something I suggest you if you're like targeting for high branded companies or even like any kind of companies. If you want a resume to be very in a very good grade, then I recommend you to keep the achievements in a very high standard, like not keeping have completed the course in some kind of platform. I don't recommend it personally. You can just keep like if you have participated in any kind of practical situations or challenges, you can just keep it. It does really give more impact because the industrial world need practical kind of thinking person than theoretical kind of thinking person. So that's the thing. So this is the thing that I used to follow in my particular strategy. And yes, this is for this video. And I have to say this. Yeah, so for tomorrow, I'll be there again with a new video that is how to make your resume. For this video, I have just done like what's the resume, what's the important points. But for the tomorrow video, I'll be just giving you like some kind of magical prompts, maybe. So I'll be just giving you some kind of information like how to prepare, how to keep a standard points, and how to keep your resume has level one, a top one, or even a standard kind of resume. So I'll be teaching you that. I'll be teaching you in the sense I'll be telling you. I'm not an instructor. Okay. And let me tell you one more thing. Do not stress yourself. I know many people are struggling out for jobs, but do not stress. Do not force yourself to have pressure, and don't give up so early. Just analyze your situation, like what you're doing wrong and what's really not working. Just sit calm and analyze your particular situation. There is a point that you would be missing out, and analyze it accordingly, and you really get it back. So don't stress yourself. That's what I want to tell. And of course, keep fighting. And that's it. And important thing, I'll be adding you the tools in the description, in the sense to score, to see your score, your ATS score. And also I'll be adding my resume template, so you can just watch for reference, but do not use the same. If you have that kind of skills, you can use it, but do not use the same. Just change it accordingly to your aspects. That's it for now. Thank you. Bye bye.